Good morning everyone, I am at the plot today, so if you are new around here, my name is Emma. This is my first ever allotment plot. Do check out some of my other videos to see my progress so far. I'm back at the plot today. It's a bit wet, a bit muddy, but it's still standing. Polytunnel's still there, you'll be pleased to know. Oh, there it is. It survived the night, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I think I'm going to weigh it down a bit more today. It's definitely feeling more like spring today, I have to admit, because let me just go into my lovely shed. There's lots of daffodils out, and there's lots of people's like tulips and stuff are starting to come up and bud, and there's lots of like wild like bluebells and stuff starting to come up. So it definitely feels more like spring. It doesn't feel as cold in the air either, which is really exciting. And also, on my way to my plot, I could see that a lot of people have been here and actually like started to mulch over their beds and everything. So it really feels like stuff is actually happening, which is really, really exciting. So, oh God, oh, I've really zoomed in. I didn't mean to do that. Don't zoom in on me, God. Had a bit of a stressful morning, really. Those of you who follow my mum life, God, I can't talk, might know that when we moved house last year, I got Alice into the local primary school, and she's got a place now and she's really happy there, but Tommy is still at school 40 minutes away. So my husband and I have been doing one drop-off each, and this morning he had a meeting, so I had to do both drop-offs. So it was just really stressful, and really like we had to be so like organised and stuff, which is not my forte. And yeah, it was just a little bit all over the place and stressful. So I'm quite excited, I'm quite happy I decided to come here today, to be honest. I brought my tea flask today with me because I felt like I might need a cup of tea. And I also brought with me a tea towel. I'm going to try and clean up the polytunnel because it's really muddy, so I'm going to do that. I brought the worst screwdriver ever. It's like the smallest thing. It's not going to do anything, but I brought it to see about that raised bed and to tighten some of those screws on the archway, and I've got another archway to go up too. And I also brought with me a hot cross bun, just to really make me feel like spring. So the first thing I'm going to do is just tighten up the screws on that there and try and figure out a way of growing peas up here. I think I'm going to tie some twine on it or something, but I've lost my screwdriver. I just had it in my bloody hand. Just flipping lost it. I don't know where the frick I put it. Where is it? How can I lose it? I was just holding it. I was just bloody holding it. It was in the watering can. Why was it in the watering can? Bloody hell. So my plan was to grow peas and sweet peas up that, like on each side, and somebody put in one of my comments that if I'm going to have the kids here running about and they eat peas, like they like raw peas, like it's likely they're just going to go and pick a pod off and eat it, to not grow them together, because obviously when sweet peas go to seed, their pods look very similar to pea pods, so, and they're poisonous, so I don't want my kids eating those. So I'm going to grow the sweet peas somewhere else, up a different structure. So thank you for that advice, because I would have just murdered my children. So thank you for saving my kids' lives. Right. I'm just going to have a look under there and just, oh hello, I'm just going to have a look under there and see what's going on. See if I can get inspired. What the hell I'm going to do with all this space. told you because I didn't bring any epoxy scissors, so it's going to take me a lifetime just to open the bloody thing. Just experimenting with some layouts really. I think these things here are going to be used around the wildlife pond to make it kind of safer for my kids, and I think the wildlife pond is going to be over here somewhere, but I just want to see what it will look like with the raised beds sort of following on. So I think I should get some more raised beds really. This is a really good sized one as well. I got this on Amazon. I think it was like £40 though, but maybe it's worth just getting 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? 4 more? 4 more? I feel like if I could go back and do it again, I'd probably have made them more even, because you can see like the big gap in there in the middle. And then that one's sort of sticking out a bit, and that one's sticking out a bit. I don't know, I think I would have made it a little bit more like symmetrical, but at the same time, like, it doesn't have to be like perfect, does it? It's only an allotment. I think when everything's growing, you won't really think about the wonkiness. If anything grows, I don't know. I've built one, so technically this should be easy. BBCC. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm not going to film all this again. I'll show you when it's made. Right, that was a lot easier to build than the last time. The last time I built my other arch, someone left in the comments and said, why didn't you just build it flat and then stand it up? And I was like, oh yeah, that would have been easier. And so I did that this time, and it was easier. It's quite relaxing actually. Right, I think it's going to go over there for the pumpkin, so I'm going to pop it up and see what it looks like. Right, let's have a look what it looks like over there. Oh, come on, Nick, don't break now. Come on. Give me a breather. It's all a bit wobbly, but then that's becoming a bit of a theme for the plot. I might get a sign saying the wobbly plot. Yeah, about there. It doesn't look quite straight, like it looks a little bit skew-if. But yeah, that's where the pumpkin's going to go, so I sort of put it in the middle, because I thought pumpkin plants are quite big, aren't they? Or maybe I should grow the pumpkins here, where there's like more room. Yeah, I got that arch and I got that arch. Plot full of arches. Oh, believe Nick, Harry's back. Oh, freaking Harry's back. Bloody hell. The man does not stop talking. I'm going to hide in my shed for a bit until he goes. Bleed now. Oh, God's sakes. He always wants to talk about my bloody plot, and I've got things to do, Gary. Can't sit here nattering to you all day. Right, so I've levelled as much of the ground as I can. I put a great big ground sheet down just outside my shed, and this is basically going to be filled with wood chip eventually, like in 3 years' time when I've brought enough. And then over there, oh look at the robin! Oh, he's happy because all the worms are out now. So I've levelled it all. Ah, he's gone. Right, so I've put the archway up there, and then I've started to level a lot of it around there basically, and that's what I've been busy doing. God's sakes, he knows I'm here because I'm always here. God, he knows I'm here. His plot got flooded in the rains, and he won't stop going on about it. But it's not flooded anymore, Gary. All the water's gone now. You're fine. But he keeps going on and on and on about plot being bloody flooded. Jesus Christ. I know he's waiting for me. He's right by the entrance, his plot is as well, so he knows. Like crouching in my bloody shed like a flipping lunatic. Oh, what did you do today, Mum? Oh, I was crouched in my shed. Oh, don't come over it, Gary. Leave it out, come on. hiding. Ridiculous. I'm a grown woman. He's not there. Great. Brilliant. Right. Okay. So let me take you to the beginning of the plot because it's always better to go from the beginning. So this is now an overview of the plot. So over here in the shed area, we've obviously got the ground sheet out now, which is all ready for the patio. Hopefully that's going to just stop so much mud going into the shed as well. Give me a little bit of a mud refuge place. And then I've got the 4 beds here, the archway, and then the new archway is going to be here. Obviously it's a little bit wonky still. I really like this size of this raised bed, so I'm going to buy another one and have it here, and that's going to be for pumpkins and squashes, which is going to go over there hopefully. And then I have started sorting the ground out here and just basically making it flat, but I think I'm going to have my sweet peas here and maybe some flowers. I think this is quite a good space for flowers, and then obviously the back has not changed very much at the moment. The only thing about the flowers is that some of the bulbs need to be planted now, and I don't really know where to plant them. It's a bit difficult to know at the moment. Maybe I should get 4 more, maybe I should get a couple more raised beds. Anyway, I need to start figuring out my planting thing, because so far I felt like all it's been about is like getting the plot ready and like clearing it and stuff and planning it, and now it's time to like start actually planning the planting, because now the plot's more structured. I know where to put things. So thank you for watching today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next vlog, guys. As always, feel free to leave comments and advice and tips and anything below, and hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.